Art Van, a Metro Detroit institution, is done.
3 years ago, we were this vibrant retailer, and now we're going to be gone.
All stores set to close as going out of business sales start tomorrow. Topping our news today at 5 this morning, employees were told the company just did not see a path forward and the furniture chain would close.
And if you need a look at how big Art Van is here in Metro Detroit, this will do it. Take a look. This is a map of all the Art Van stores in a 100-mile radius of Detroit. 27 stores, and that doesn't include Art Van Pure Sleep stores.
Let's go by the numbers. 5,500 people work for the company and learn today they will most likely lose their jobs. Add to that, more than 200 stores slated to close, leading to a big hit for a lot of Metro Detroit communities.
Our Paula Tutman is looking at the impact the closures will have on Metro Detroit and specifically the headquarters in Warren.
Let's start there with Hank Winchester with more on what customers need to know right now. Hank.
Devin, Kimberly, good evening to both of you. Disappointing news for all the employees across the board, but a lot of customers concerned not only about their recent purchases, but also warranties. Will those be honored moving forward? Here's what we know. Art Van closing more than 140 stores, not only all over Michigan, but the Midwest. Today, a steady stream of customers, some looking for a big deal.
I'm looking for whatever just catches my eye.
But many wondering what happens now. I just bought furniture here.
Back in January.
You bought something in January?
Yeah.
Has it hadn't been delivered yet?
No, they kept saying it was on back order.
Angela Davis came in looking for a refund, and she got it.
Yeah, I came in today and got my refund back.
Any problems with that?
No, it was easy.
We've seen many customers requesting and getting refunds today, but do it now before this gets tied up in court. What about warranties? That is still up in the air. You may have better luck contacting the furniture manufacturer directly. If you try calling Art Van's customer service line today, you'll likely hear this. The lines are simply overwhelmed today, as you would expect. And what about deposits on furniture? Here's what a bankruptcy expert tells me.
Some of the unintended victims and consequences are people who leave deposits for deliveries, and now they are a creditor to an entity like Art Van's who's filing with an unsecured claim in the bankruptcy, which means not only are they not getting the furniture, but they're probably not getting their deposit money back.
Back out here live, a lot of unanswered questions for consumers, but we are told that Art Van will be working to answer many of those questions. You'll find those answers on the company website. You know, when you talk about Art Van, you saw the impact at the top of the newscast. So many stores, so many locations all over the state of Michigan and obviously right here in Metro Detroit. So what is the local impact? Let's get you over to my colleague Paula Tutman with that part of the story. Paula?
Well, Hank, you said it, and I want you to think back at that map that Devin and Kimberly just showed of all those stores, understanding that a store closing in any of those communities has a huge pack, but unlike Warren, here it is an absolute gut punch. In the city of Warren, you can't sling a red hat without hitting an Art Van delivery truck. The company is omnipresent with a mammoth flagship campus and gigantic footprint. And with the shutdown of the stores and a layoff date for employees as early as May 5th, people who live in the community are worried.
I don't know what they're going to do with it. I really don't know.
What are your big concerns?
More hotels and motels. I don't want any of that here.
As the mayor of Warren, who was notified at about 8:30 this morning that his city would be losing the 262 employees at that flagship store, and the city would be losing $2.2 million in tax revenues, there was sheer, unadulterated anger.
This was done by an investment company and have gone in, and in the past couple of years, they have basically liquidated and sold all the assets.
The Art Van presence accounts for nearly 3% of the city of Warren's total operating budget. And while there are other behemoth headquarters in the city, this is still money that is taken directly out of schools, fire, and police.
They made a commitment to the state of Michigan and Warren. I believe we helped them with some tax incentives, and they should be held to be accountable.
Hard to ignore the brand spanking new store in Canton 2 years ago. Apparently, while the assets of the 60-year-old family-owned company were being sold out from beneath the foundation, of the company.
I think there should be a nationwide law that says to investment companies, you cannot take over a successful company like Art Van for 60 years, and in less than 3 years you liquidate, you sell all the assets, and you throw all the employees out in the street. That's wrong.
Okay, and so Mayor Faust also indicated that he believes the investment company has sold many of the buildings, but it's not clear whether or not they've sold that particular campus on 14 Mile Road. That is a huge footprint, and he is certainly concerned and anxious to make sure it doesn't sit, but it does indeed get filled with some sort of company. Guys?
Yes, indeed. Okay, Paula, thank you. And our coverage continues ahead on Local 4 News at 6. We'll help answer the question, how did it come to this?
Also, what you need to know about the going out of business sales now that start tomorrow.